However, if you do deficit push-ups instead, not only do you get extra stretch, huge tension at the bottom, but it's a much more challenging exercise. And now you have the situation where like maybe you can only get 23 reps as the highest number, and then you're well into the hypertrophy range. Another thing you can do is work on slower eccentrics, potentially in pauses. If you work in slower eccentrics and pauses, sometimes that can help and put your exercise back in the 5 to 30 range. It doesn't help a ton because really the arbiter is how much load is being lifted. And if you slow it down, that doesn't really trick your body into anything. But slow eccentrics might help milk out a little bit more growth. So a little bit of food for thought there. Another really good technique is to use bottom 2/3 or bottom 3/4 reps. So if you're using body weight squats, let's say, or even goblet squats, and like you just don't have a lot of anything around. You got the dumbbell, you're doing a goblet squat, you're doing I always do the wrong technique. I do this, which I do a lot at my day job, and then this, which I also do a lot at my pretend day job. I've never been with a woman. Any case, you're doing goblet squats and you're like, man, I could do this dumbbell for like, I don't know, a lot of reps, man, a lot, way more than 30, but hold on. If you come all the way up and lock out your knees and then come down, you actually get a break at the top. That last third or quarter of the movement is easy. You're just kind of rolling through. And because you lock out your knees at the top, or even not lock out completely, but just unload, your quads get a break. That's not ideal. We want to fatigue your quads during that set. So if you come up and you only come up 2/3 of the way or 3/4 of the way up, and then you start going down right away, go down slowly and control, pause at the bottom and come back up, your muscles never get a break. And they're more tensed, more tension is being exposed to them in the lower bottom range of that motion, which comports with our earlier recommendations of having high tension at a deep stretch.